All right, guys. We're gonna be talking about the pound dollar, guys. Pound dollar, same thing once again. Anything has to do with purple, they're pretty much considered my monthly area of resistance, bottom or support. I'm sorry, and anything has to do with red are pretty much considered my weekly support and resistance zones. That's just pretty much kind of telling you how we're pretty much ranging within our zones. Let's go ahead and bring it down to the weekly. Forget about these other colors. I'll explain to you what these other lines mean. Um, so we're right here. We're pretty much bouncing off. That was a strong movement back down. Just something to be just kind of be aware of. Let's go to move on to the daily. And what I've done here is that anything that has to do with yellow are now considered, they're not necessarily my support and resistance. They are considered my supply demand zones, guys. That's top supply, that's bottom demand. Um, so let's go ahead and move on down, 4 hour. And so as you can see, if anything, the only thing, oh, we were talking about, let's kind of take it back from last week. We were talking about how um, this big 125 was going to be a level of interest. I took it down and I think I got stopped out twice. And then once we saw confirmation to go up, and this is why I'm now going to break this further on because I'm going to try to see if I could break further levels further on. I didn't really explain the full scenario of if levels were to get breaking out. So last week we were talking about how we were pretty much talking about sorry guys, how we were talking about a possible head and shoulders formation. And the only way I'll consider going a short, I'm sorry, long is if we get a 4 hour candle. I did take right around this 25.15, 25.10 area. I did bring it short right around this 24.50. That happened within that same given day. But I wasn't really feeling too um, keep on bringing it short because of the level of interest right here, which that was pretty much considered my support or my demand right around this area, and that's the reason why I got out. Then after that, I tried going short again. I believe that's not it. Maybe no, that probably had somewhere around there. So that sounds about right. It sounds right around my numbers right there. I capped it, but that since I think it was happening right around that same day, I did get stopped out at 125, and then I did get stopped out at the 125, and then I tried it again. So that was my first stop out, and then if we break this down on a 30-minute, we should be able to see what really happened here. Um, so I think it's better if I bring in the trading session hours so we could actually break this down. Yeah. That's not what we want to see. All right, so let me go ahead and see if we can break this down further on. And last week we were talking about right around here. So that was 25. Yeah, there you go. Right around here is where we had some orders. We had some orders, and this is only you're going to be able to see it on the lower time frames. Um, so we had some orders right around the 125, and I didn't really see. I even though that was already my game plan. But having a 4 hour once again, let's go ahead and take this back. We needed a 4 hour candle to break that big 125, and we certainly did. But for some reason, I lost sight out of this 4 hour candle, and I still decided to take a short off this big 125.20 area. I did take I did go it was going well up until this happened. And once I had that candle take me out, that was my full confirmation. Let's go ahead and take it up. So luckily, um, the good thing about being able to switch gears, guys, is that um, I should have actually followed really my full trade plan, which was the 4 hour. Once I get the 4 hour breakout, I should have actually taken the retest, and then wait for the pullback and then take it back up. That was already laid out, but I lost sight. And the good thing about being able to switch gears is that once we got the 30-minute close of this 125.25, you should have been easily able to engage. And I didn't take it all the way up. I think my the 126 was where we were calling off the 126, and everything was correlating with the dollar, the euro. They were all coming into levels of supplies. The dollar index was coming into areas of demand, and that's why I didn't take all the way. I think it was right around, maybe I think I probably took it 129.95 or to 126. But at any rate, though, it just pretty much shows you how um, if if it doesn't work, you really have to be able to learn how to switch gears immediately. And once again, if I think the lesson of the day here for this pound dollar is that if I should have actually followed the game plan as played as actually written out before for the entire week, which was once we get a 4 hour candle breaking off this the 25, you should have been easily able to get a pullback, and then the pullback you could have actually seen it on the 30-minute because the 125.25. You had somewhat of a demand area right there at the 25.75, and that was your demand. That's rally-based rally, and that was really the ideal pullback. And and sometimes it hurts to say this, but I did see the demand, but I was really gunning for uh, this formation that we were saying, no, you know what? Yeah, that was your head and shoulders formation. We should actually take it down. Luckily, I was actually in front of the computer while this whole thing was actually happening, and I was able to switch gears on this one. At any rate, guys, so let's go ahead and take this further on. So what's going to happen is that what's happening here is that yes, we broke the 125. We had a 4 hour candle that broke the 125. So the game plan for this now is we are on an uptrend channel. There is demand right here. There's this unfilled orders right around here. I'm looking for this. So the levels that I have here for you guys is that these are levels of interest. So the playbook for this for me is going to be I'm either gonna bring this down towards this 124.50, which I'm not going to be shorting, but I'm going to be waiting, and then I'm going to wait to see what happens here. I'm going to wait to see what happens here, and then based on that, if I get sideways action on the lower time frame, and I start seeing anchor breaks towards the upside on the 30-minute chart, then yes, my next level of interest should be right around this 125.75. Um, and why am I not taking all the way further? Because that's pretty much somewhat of a supply zone area of interest right there at 25.75, and I'm not really just I would rather wait to see. Sorry about this. Uh, I would rather wait to see what's going to happen right around this area, because for all we know, we could actually come back down. And I'm not really. By the way, this the game plan um, for this pound dollar for me is not set and forgets. They're all day trades. By the way, something that we should actually be uh, really looking forward to is for the week of for this week coming up, we have the RBA statement Monday, and then we have the unemployment rate for New Zealand. I'm just kind of pointing out the main ones here, guys. The unemployment rates. That's not important. It is, but not that much. The monetary policy for the pound. That's extremely important right there. Um, and then the final one, which is going to be the non-farm payroll for this Friday. It's going to be quite interesting. So it looks like we're going to have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then finally Friday. The days that we should be able to get some volatility here. Um, so with that said, this is why I'm really not. aiming for overnights, it's just pretty much going to be day trades. So these are my level of interest. If though, so let's kind of take it further on. So what if we get, what if we start breaking levels? Well, what if we start, if we do start breaking levels, then my next level of interest would be that 128. And by the way, I should have actually started, let me go and break this down to the daily, and my levels that I need to break are pretty much similar to the levels that I already have written down here. So the levels that I need to break would be this 128, maybe the 128.25. I need to get a 4-hour candle. Once I get a 4-hour candle break, which actually that correlates with the top pivot right there. So I really do need to get a 4-hour candle breaking above. The next level would be if I get a 4-hour candle break above that, then I would need a pullback, um, and then obviously finding your level of demand on the lower time frame, and then the next level of interest would be right around this 128 area. That's my level of interest. If what if it actually, what if the dollar, if the dollar keeps on going down, and that's going to be the game plan, but what if it doesn't? What if the dollar actually pulls up? If the dollar pulls up, then this is actually going to keep on continuing going down, in which I would need somewhat of a 4-hour candle breaking below maybe this 124. And I'll go ahead and put this on right here. You know, this is more for the conservative people, but if you really want to get in there a little bit sooner aggressively, then your 124.50, 124.25 would be the ideal aggressive area. You wait for the, let me go ahead and put this back. Um, you would actually need a 4-hour candle breaking below the 124.25. Obviously, you would wait for the, here, let me write this down. You would wait for a 4-hour candle breaking down. Then you would need, um, by the way, guys, I'm explaining more the way I trade. I'm more of a pullback trader. Then I would wait for the pullback. And then my next level of interest would be right around my 123 area, and which in this case I already identified my levels of interest right there. So that's the game plan, pretty much what I have for this pound dollar. And these are not by anyhow, these are not considered overnights. These are all going to be day trades, in which I'm heavily focused on how the dollar is going to react for that given day. All right, guys, that's the pound dollar. I'll see you guys in the next video.